Hey everybody, this is Bill with Bill and Carol's Travel Project. Today I was going to take you with us on a little driving video as we were at camp. The dust and everything was blowing really hard and we decided to get in the truck. And so we're down here at Fort Stanton. Thought we'd just do a little drive through. I'm not sure I know everything about this fort. It was built in 1855 and it was built as a frontier fort as a base in the battle against the Mescalero Apache Indians. A lot of this was built, and then I guess after the treaty was signed with the Indians, it was abandoned. It was started back up during the Civil War for some fighting. I don't know much about it. Then again, in World War II, it was recommissioned as a tuberculosis quarantine hospital and a handicapped hospital, and now it's just they just renovated it for a historical site. But these buildings are really pretty amazingly built for the time period that it was. Most of them still standing. So come go with us and we'll take a look around. See, there's some cool little houses down there. We should go and walk. You're out running the camera. All right, here we are. We're at Fort Stanton, an old fort. We don't know anything about it, but it's kind of cool. We're just looking around.
The old buildings.
Old buildings, and we'll show you what we know. I know, maybe we can move in there.
I know. Look, we've got a upstairs.
Little balcony.
Wow.
Why don't you look in the windows? I know. Okay. Yeah, see, I like it in here, this big fireplace. Got like a trap door. I don't know where you hide the bodies. Here's this trap door. And yeah, I like this, got a little bay window thing over here. At one time this was a pretty nice deal. Yeah. Another fireplace in here. Ceilings are pretty high.
It was cool in here.
Well, yeah, all this adobe. Look how, I don't know if this is, I guess this is where you can come visit your neighbors. Looks like they must be renovating something here. Because I don't think they had that ducting and air conditioning.
No, but I bet you this would put up hold up the tops floor.
Well, that could be additional support.
And that's sad that it, you know, hasn't been kept up.
These things are pretty roomy. pretty interesting architecture here. Officer quarters. I guess several officers live there, and there are, it's like connecting rooms somehow or another. There's Carol and Miss Ginger. Not sure how they got ahead of me. Huh? I don't know. I looked in there and it looked, well, I don't know. It's like a more modern building than the rest of this. This is not. It's like just a big gathering building. Yeah. Well, we didn't really, the wind was kind of blowing, kind of hard for us to get out in the old four-wheeler today. So we got the truck and we came to Fort Stanton. Kind of an interesting old, lot of history here. It went from an old frontier fort to a, man, this thing's been it housed Germans, I guess, back in World War II or World War I don't know which one. It housed people who had damage in the Civil War. It was a tuberculosis quarantine hospital. It's been several things, and now it's just they renovating some of it, but a lot of work here. Oh yeah, and in the 90s it was a hospital for, I guess, severely handicapped people. They housed them here. That's a pretty old building. It's pretty old too, but it's pretty, and it's old. She's sniffing out to see if there's any bad guys in here. All right, so that kind of completes our walk around through the Fort Stanton. There are some exhibits. You could go inside some of the buildings and they have some little mannequins and what have you in there, and some period decor and that kind of stuff. We didn't go in because we had Ginger and we weren't sure that, you know, that would be allowed. So we just stayed on the outside. So here's our slow drive heading out of the fort. Just a few passing shots as we leave the fort. So as we continued, a little south of the fort is this historic cemetery. This cemetery is laid out in a military format. Reminds me of Arlington Cemetery, where all those crosses out there, they're in a line. I mean, a straight line, vertically, horizontally, diagonally. It's a very neat sight. Now these graves, this is the historic part of the cemetery. All of these folks that are buried here, they served the fort in some manner through various times. I mean, there's probably Confederate soldiers buried there. There's Indian fighting soldiers buried there. There's World War II veterans there. And now up here is probably like a little more modern part of the cemetery. Seems a little better maintained. The Fort Stanton Veterans Cemetery. And they got a little, I don't know what that is. I think it's a visitor center that you can probably read a little more about all these graves that are here. And you can look at these trees and tell how windy it is out there. So, yeah, as we just took a drive through, you can see how, the grass is manicured over here. And once again, the tombstones are all in a perfect line. It's really pretty, I don't know what you'd call it, organized is what I would call it. Very nice. And it's set up for our veterans to be buried. So, very, very nice area. Okay, folks, we're going to end this video right here. I really appreciate y'all watching. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel and click on the bell so you'll know the next time we make a video. See y'all next time.